Hello and welcome to the latest episode of the Board Masters with me, Chris Mullins, and today I will be talking about Barenpark and giving my thoughts and feelings on the game. This is following on from our family gameplay video which went up last week, and I'll put the link of that down below if you want to check it out, because this is, I think, part 4 of Alex's favourite family game series, and let's dive in. So, as always, my review will follow the 5 criteria that I've set out in the past reviews, so art style and theme, component quality, accessibility, replayability and gameplay. And then I'll give my overall score at the end. And let's have a look at the art style and theme. And well, you've already got a decent idea of the art style from the box and everything. And basically, it is a game where you are... I'll put it that way around actually, so you can have you'll be able to see the sort of gameplay on the back. And I really like the art style. It's not gorgeous, but it's fun, it's cute, it works really well with the game style. And basically the theme is that you have a Barenpark, as they call it, or a zoo, and you're laying polyamino tiles to optimize the zoo as best you can and score as many points as possible. And, you know, for me, I've always loved games like Theme Park and Theme Hospital, and there was one on the Xbox, I can't remember its name now, which was a zoo one. Oh, I've lost it completely. And while the gameplay is obviously very, very different, this scratches the same itch, which is quite remarkable, really, considering they're sort of, although, yeah, cartoony simulations in terms of Theme Park and Theme Hospital, you're still balancing your incomings, your outgoings and everything like that, whereas this is just lying down polyamino tiles to make a pretty pattern. It still scratches that same itch for me, which I really, really like. In terms of the component quality, again, it's surprisingly good. Obviously, it's not a game that's full of miniatures and whatnot. It is almost exclusively cardboard tiles of different shapes. But the quality of those cardboard tiles is really, really good. Feels really durable. There's a good thickness to them. And yeah, just feels really good to handle. And it's a relatively cheap price point. So you get what you pay for at the end of the day. It really works together as it complements the gameplay. And it could have been easy for them, I guess, just to have some sort of cheaper, flimsy cardboard pieces. But thankfully, they got some decent quality ones that, as I said, are durable, look like they'll last plenty of plays, and I'm really, really happy with them. In terms of the accessibility, I mean, it's a great big point scorer for that. Obviously, the gameplay video that I've got on the channel is with my wife and my 7-year-old son, and, you know, we've only played it 3 times, including that playthrough, and he understands the game perfectly. He knows the rules are so quick and easy to pick up, and it's really engaging and fun, and it's just about recognizing patterns, which, to be honest, he's better at it than me, because out of the 3 playthroughs, although I helped him a bit in the video, he's completed his park on all 3 occasions, where I've had empty spaces left over 2 out of 3 times. Setup is a little bit more fiddly than I would like for the length of game that it is. By the time you sort out all the different shaped tiles and get them in piles and get the right number of each tiles, depending on how many players you've got. But again, it's 10 minutes, so it's not like it's 30 minutes for a half-hour game. It's 10 minutes for a half-hour game. It's just, it would be nice to get it up and running a bit quicker, and putting it away is a little bit quicker, depending how much care and things you take on that, I guess. And as I mentioned previously, it is a relatively low price point. You can get it comfortably in that £20 to £30 bracket, which makes, well, there's no hurdle to clear really on that. It's a very affordable, easy to learn game. In terms of the replayability, it's a funny one for this, to be honest, because there's a lot of variety in the game, in that there's plenty of different strategies and things to go at it. Do you go big on the houses initially and get them while they have their highest points value, or Do you look to fill up your tile as quickly as possible so you can get the statues, which have a higher points value the earlier you get them, and things like that. And each game is different depending on obviously the layout of the tiles you get, because how you want to lay things out is going to differ in order to get the certain, whether you want a house or a park attraction or an enclosure, or you want to get another tile, and the way you lay out your 4 tiles will be different each time, presumably. So again, there's so much variety there inherently in the game, but it doesn't necessarily feel like a different game all the time. It does feel like you're basically doing the same things all the time, just with very minor changes. And again, I suppose in terms of the comparison for me, I kind of think of it in the same way as I do Mario games on consoles, in that they're famous and well known for, you know, when certainly the good ones, there's a new idea in every level and no level is the same. But for me, because I've always been a narrative guy, although every level is different and the layout is different, the enemies and the powers are different, it still feels like you're doing the same things every time. And it's the same with this one. So although there's a lot of variety and replayability in it, I think the mileage you're going to get out of it is limited to how much you like the core gameplay, and I'll go on to that now. And I mentioned at the end of the video last week, I gave away the spoiler, I do really love the gameplay. So although it does feel like the same sort of game every time, I don't see me getting bored of this anytime soon. And it's got me so excited for the other polyamino games that, well, I've got Isle of Cats that I haven't got to the table yet, or certainly not at the time of recording. And I've got Planet Unknown backed on the way. And I've had a few goes at that online. I think it's Sovereignty app, and I've really enjoyed it on there. But yeah, polyamino games just seems like a gameplay style that I really, really, really enjoy. But it's not going to be for you if you like heavier games. It is very light, it's very quick, it's very family friendly. You can definitely play it in a group of adults, provided the adults I'll enjoy that type of game. It's very much, you've got to tailor it to your audience, I think. But for me, I highly recommend it. I would definitely give it an 8 out of 10, a very solid 8 out of 10. Maybe a little. I have a very strange relationship with expansions, which I'm planning to do a video about soon, but this is one that I probably would like an expansion for, just to try and force a bit more of a variable feeling into it, to get a bit more mileage out of it. But with that being said, I've said it multiple times, I think Barenpark is a fantastic game and an amazing family or gateway game in particular. So that's my video on Barenpark, my thoughts and feelings on that. And, you know, let me know down below how you feel about the game and anything you agree or disagree with. But I'll leave the video there. So thank you for watching. Look after yourself, stay safe, and have a good one. Thank you. Bye-bye now.